Fellas, AC here, welcome to another review. Now, today I'm talking about a fragrance which is discontinued and by a house that I really care for, Amouage. Well, I do not know whether it's discontinued or not, but it is from the library collection of Amouage. Now, I have reviewed quite a few Amouage fragrances, but I haven't reviewed anything from the library collection. And what they've done with the library collection, this is basically from the Christopher Chong golden era. That's how I call it, the golden era of Amouage during Christopher Chong and the Sultan of Oman, who passed away recently, after which I did a video. Now, library collection is very unique. What the idea of library collection was to go pick a note and push it to the limits. Just bring in new facets, new ideas into that note and create basically a creative fragrance. So I've got the old Opus library collection, Opus 1 to 6 in my possession, and I'm very lucky now because I feel when I was smelling and testing Opus 5, I felt as if I had missed out. I had a chance to get a partial of Opus 5, but I didn't. And the only Opus I own is Opus 6. This is a fabulous amber. Absolutely stunning. I haven't reviewed this yet, but I will very soon. This is a superb amber. I'm going to leave it at that. So Opus 5. Opus 5, as I said, it was about one note. The Opus library collection, one note. Here the note is iris. And it's a beautiful iris. So it came out in 2011, I believe, or I'll put the dates and the details there. And the parfumer is very important here because this gentleman is one of my favorites, and his name is Jacques Cavallier. Jacques Cavallier is a magician. He's basically one of those guys who creates fresh fragrances with contrasting warm notes. He's a master in that. Recently, I've reviewed many of his fragrances. I did Bulgaria Komara, which is absolutely fabulous. I did many more. I did Pasha, Cartier Pasha EDT, which is again one of those, sort of green, sour, creamy smell. The contrast was the creamy, spicy bit. It was terrific. And so now it is Opus 5. So Opus 5 is a very strong fragrance, so I've had it on my top of my wrist all day. And this is one of those fragrances which will last more than 24 hours, even sometimes going on to 36 to 48 hours on skin. So this is enormously strong. So I'm not going to bother spraying it. It's more than 16-hour dry down. So I'm not going to bother spraying it because it's just going beautifully and very strong. It's one tiny spray. So I'll do the opening from the little sample. Wow. So okay, when you spray this fragrance, you get introduced to what is orris butter. So it's about orris butter. Orris butter has this warmth. I'm trying to be close to the camera because people have reported that my voice tails off sometimes. That's basically because of how I speak. I'm a very softly spoken person. Anyways, coming back to the fragrance, when you first spray it, it has this beautiful orris butter note with rum. Very boozy, bright, creamy, vibrant, woody smell. It also has the smell of oud, and it's not skanky, but the oud here is woody, and it is mixed with something which is close in territory to overripe fruits, and that, I believe, is castoreum, or I understand it to be castoreum. But the objective is not to make it animalic. The objective is to make it balanced and extremely vibrant and very live, very beautiful, absolutely smooth and luxurious. The moment you spray it, that overripe fruit can disturb you a little bit. It goes away in about half an hour to 1 hour. It's very vibrant. So that boozy orris is joined by a floral iris. This iris, once about half an hour, 1 hour's time, that iris just blossoms and blooms. And it's not like Dior. It is not like lipsticky carrot iris. It is one of the most vibrant, dry, natural, warm iris. It's very warm. Maybe the booze is making it warm. It's very delicate, yet extremely long-lasting. It's the most long-lasting iris fragrance I have known. And that iris is joined by just stupendous sandalwood. This sandalwood is just magic. It's not like Mysore sandalwood. It's like clean, woody, modern sandalwood. There is no earthy aspect. There is no petroleum side. There is no dusty side. It's a very clean, very, very bright and beautiful sandalwood mixed with that iris. And this is what the fragrance is. The fruity, overripe fruitiness goes away. This little, skank, if you like, of oud goes away and becomes very dry, very warm, very sunny, beautiful iris, absolutely amazing iris, and that sandalwood. And other notes like orris butter, rum, castoreum, they're just lending that warmth. It's a very warm fragrance. It's like standing, I'll show you a picture. It's like standing in a field full of iris and looking at the sun either go up or down, sunrise or sunset. And that warmth, that beautiful scenery is what you get. It's very dry, airy and beautiful. Amazing fragrance. What an experience. So that's the scent profile. So upsides and downsides. One of the most longest lasting, wonderful, vibrant iris fragrances out there. Boozy iris. And one of the most nicest, clean, woody notes of sandalwood mixed together. The most unique combination I've come across. Beautiful iris, sandalwood, oud, and rum and orris butter. One of the most unique. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. It's just, what can I say? So, and third one is the quality. This is the highest level of quality materials used here. The longevity is insane. That's the fourth upside. The performance of the fragrance is absolutely insane. It projects like anything. It lasts for more than 24 hours on skin. And it has this outstanding trail. I've been testing this fragrance, one spray, sometimes on my shirt, sometimes on my skin. And it has tremendous tenacity. So those are the four upsides. Downsides. This has been reformulated. So it's discontinued and it's been reformulated to Wood Symphony. Now Wood Symphony is something that I'm going to test very soon. I've got a sample. I've sprayed it once. I'm enjoying it. But I haven't come to a conclusion with Wood Symphony. So this fragrance, Opus V, has been sort of replaced with, the packaging is gone. So now the Conjure packaging of Amouage is what Opus lines carry, and it's been replaced. So if you like this, the idea of Opus V, you'll have to hunt for it because this is discontinued. Any other downside? Price point. So all the Opus fragrances used to be insanely expensive, and it became extremely difficult to even think about getting a full bottle because as Amouages, they're very exclusive. They smell amazingly luxurious, but how many times will you wear it? A bottle used to be about 400, 450 pounds, sometimes 500 pounds for 100 ml. It was hard, just like Roja, and it just sat on your dresser because this Opus 6, the only bottle I own is the Opus 6. I bought a partial. I haven't used it much. It's always at the back of the shelf because you have to be in the mood to wear it. It's very rich, very luxurious, very, very strong as well. So you have to be in the mood to wear it. And that's the downside because when you invest 500 pounds on something, you want to get return for money, right? Value for money. So that pushes the value for money quotient down a bit for me. Compliment factor, massive. Who doesn't like the smell of sandalwood and iris and rum and warmth and depth? It's a massive compliment garner. It is unisex. It could be another downside. This thing is unisex. All Library Collection fragrances are mostly, not all, mostly are unisex. Compliment factor is massive. Age group 35 plus. It is way too rich and way too complex. And depth. The fragrance is massively deep to satisfy anyone who's new to the game. So 35, if you have that kind of taste to handle it. It's a complex, multi-layered, rich fragrance. Weather and seasons. It smells amazing in every season apart from summer. I've tried it in spring because of the iris. It smells absolutely magical nowadays. It's just getting into autumn and it smells amazing in winter as well. But that iris note is subdued and the orris butter and oud comes up a bit more, as you would imagine. So it's a little bit less, but spring and autumn, perfect. Summer, avoid, way too strong, way too strong. So I think I've covered all aspects: seasons, age groups, scent profile, value for money. How many marks would I give it? In my opinion, this is one of the most unique fragrances that combines iris, sandalwood and animalic notes without smelling skanky. It is one of the most beautifully well blended fragrances out there. It is rich and luxurious. I think I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. The only reason I'm removing 2 marks: one, value for money. As I said, you really struggle to wear this, apart from very special occasions. And the other one is it is now been replaced with something new. The new one, I'll review it soon. Till that time, I'd say that this is an 8 out of 10. If you can get it for a reasonable price, do get it. If you really like those 2 notes. Hope you enjoy the review, fellas. Take care.